Yes, you know that you want to start as a content creator, but you're like, oh, let me save up for this 500,000 naira camera, or let me save up for this $500,000 camera before I start as a content creator. You're never gonna start. You are never gonna start. So I'm here to help you. Hey guys, welcome to Anything Content. My name is Naomi Salami, and today we're still not with a mic. If you know me, I batch create my content. So this was recorded on the day that my mic decided to just disappoint me. But then again, I'm still using my phone mic. So Samsung again, I love you. But today I'll be focusing on 5 free tools to help new content creators in 2025 and beyond. Think of it as a content creator toolkit. You know, the major things that you need. Number 1, we are going to start with editing tools. Now, I know there are some people that say, oh, I don't want my face to be out there yet. I want to create faceless content, blah, blah, blah. You still need an editing tool. So use tools like CapCut. It has a lot of restrictions now, but it's still better because they did not restrict everything. They did not restrict everything. You can use the CapCut mobile version or the desktop version. Preferably, I use the desktop version because it still has some leeway and you get to export your video without the watermark, at least for now. But you can also use the mobile version. Then we have InShot. I'm not really a fan of InShot. I tried using InShot once and it didn't gel. Probably because I didn't want to learn a new tool, or it wasn't as fluid and flexible as CapCut. But I know some creators that use InShot for all of their videos, so you can also get the mobile version or the desktop version. And finally, you can use DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is also an editing tool. Think Premiere Pro, but also another type of CapCut, free as well. But then again, I used it once and I was like, I went back to my first love, which is CapCut. So yeah, you can use either CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, or InShot for your editing. So this is free editing tools to help you out as a new content creator. Number 2, you can use free graphic design tools like Canva. You know, if you want to do cover photos, you know, you want to do fun, catchy design for slides on your Instagram, you know, those kind of designs, fun to show that you're fun, cover photos, basically graphic designs, you can use Canva. It's free. It also has restrictions. Of course, it's going to have restrictions. They want you to pay for the app. But there are some things you can still use on Canva. It's better than nothing. But if you are part of the graphic design gurus that use Photoshop and the likes, you can use your Photoshop. But as for me and my household, we're going to use Canva for a very, very long time because it's easy to use and it's free, at least to some extent. Number 3, this is also a free tool, your phone. Leverage your phone camera. I don't care the brand you're using, you can still do something. You can still do something with your phone. Now, a lot of you might know that I started out with a black and white video thing because my camera wasn't really all that. It wasn't really that good. And also it helped me out in a way because I didn't really like looking at my face after I recorded a video. I'm like, oh, look at my spots, look at my pores. Oh, I have pimples. Now, I don't really care. As long as I'm giving you value for free, that is what you came on this channel for. So you don't come to admire or look at my face. But that was a problem for me back then. And I decided to just make everything black and white. And it worked for a while. I think I was doing that up until beginning of this year. So yeah, it did work for a while. So use your phone camera. You don't have to wait till you save for an entire year till you get a camera that has all the lenses, has all the things you need, and is great. At the end of the day, you're still going to have one excuse or the other. So that phone that you're in your hand that you're using to watch this video, look at it, think of what you can do with it, and start right now. Number 4, leverage natural lights or invest in at least one light to help you make your videos better. Now, I discovered that for phones that are not really all that great, lighting is like your superpower. So I started off with this ring light that I got from Jumia. I'll put the image on the screen while editing this video. But I started off with this ring light. This ring light, I used it for, I think it's been 2 years now or more than. Yeah, 2 years. I used this ring light for 2 years before I even got my new LED lights that I got this year. But basically, this ring light helped me through thick and thin. It was my +1 everywhere. But you can invest in other type of lighting, maybe like a mobile lighting, Or as something to make your video more fun, you can decide to record your videos on the streets so that you would utilize natural lighting, right? You can use that. That is a free tool. The sun is free. You don't need to pay for it. You can decide to say, okay, the kind of videos that I want to do is outside. And people will just be seeing you outside, just be assuming that that's your type of content. They'll not know that it's light you are trying to steal so that your phone camera is not going to look all that bad. But apart from the natural lighting, you could get like one ring light. This is the stuff I got from Jumia. You can do that, or get a LED light. I got my LED light from CDK, so those in Nigeria, you can just check it out. I don't know if I should put the link. Check CDK out on Google, and yeah, that's where I got my LED light from, because it allowed me to pay twice. You can decide to do that. So the natural lighting is free, but if you say, okay, this lady has told me they started off with a ring light, you can decide to go for a ring light. That one is not free, you're going to pay. But the natural lighting is free. So you could start off with recording your videos outside. It could be Naomi off the green screen, Naomi outside, Naomi we outside. Look for a theme that matches your vibe, matches your character, your personality, and run with it, so that your phone camera quality might not look all that bad. Number 5, use free scheduling tools. So we have Later, we have Metrical, and we have Buffer. These are scheduling tools that have free features. It's restrictive, yes, but you can use them for small things. And if you say, okay, I don't want to download these apps, they are too hard for me, you can use Facebook Business Suite, Meta Business. Check that on Google. You can use that to be scheduling your Facebook and your Instagram content. Then TikTok has a scheduling feature, also free. Once you log into your TikTok on your desktop, you can use that feature to be able to schedule your content. If you don't want to use any of that, you can use either Later, you can use either Buffer, or you can use Metrical. I love Metrical, by the way. I have used that and it's an amazing tool. Now, I have told you about the 5 free tools, right? So I'm going to give you 2 tips. Think of it as part of the creator toolkit, right? The new content creator toolkit. So number 1 tip that could help you out as a content creator: batch create. I have a video on that. I am going to put it on the card above. Batch create your content. It not only saves you time, right? It saves you a whole lot of things, because that moment, you know how, if you're in Nigeria, you know how electricity is. So the moment that you have lights, we just rush to record all the videos that we want to have. As long as you have your scripts, you have your ideas written in one place. Batch creation helps. Also, if you work 9 to 5 like me, once I've created all my content in one day, I just save them on my laptop. I may not edit all of them at once, but I edit the ones for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up front, or Monday and Tuesday up front, to give me at least some time to rest and edit the others later. Or sometimes I edit everything at once and just schedule my content. So batch creation is a major part of being a content creator, and it helps. So usually I batch create content for 1 week. Some people batch create for 1 month. Not really advisable, because you're going to get mentally drained, very drained actually. But you can decide to batch create your content in a day for 1 week or 2 weeks. You can do that in 2 days, but usually me, I do 1 week's content in 1 day. So batch creation is a major tip for new content creators. Now the final tip, which is the second tip I have for you guys, which you need to put into that content creator toolkit, right, is focus on storytelling and your authenticity rather than fancy gear. So there are 3 content creators that I really love their content, and if I see it, I must watch it. Hamda Koya, right? She used to username used to be the Lagos Tourist on Instagram before, but she's changed it. Hawa and Tobe Season. Now these 3, most times they don't even sit in front of a camera like this, like sits all fancy gear and everything. Sometimes they go out and just record. Hawa would just put up a camera in front of her, and you probably see Yam in her background, but she has this amazing storytelling technique, and you just have to watch that content in the end. Tobe is just all over the place, and it seems like he's all over the place, but he has really interesting way of telling stories, and it's amazing. So for you that you don't really have fancy gear, focus on what makes you you. Focus on that quirk that you've been trying to suppress for so long, that you be like, oh, people will like this about me. Focus on that. Show people that this is me, this is what makes me me, that if I don't post this content today and if another person posts this type of content, you will tag me on it and say somebody's copying your content, somebody is copying your personality. Focus on your authenticity. Focus on what makes you interesting. Bring that out, and you would notice that people would be interested in you more than your whacked out camera or your poor lighting. Yes, you might get that along the way, but it's going to make you stand out. So I've given you guys 5 free tools, and I've also given you 2 extra tips to put in that content creator toolkit that I've given to you guys. So I hope my video has been educative, informative, and interesting as all my other videos. I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully I have a mic by then. Okay guys, bye.